What comes to mind for me, and it may sound cliche, is the difference between having head knowledge of who Jesus Christ is as a person, as opposed to having him in your heart and having a relationship with him and having him be an integral part of your life as someone who walks along beside you as you move through this journey.
You want to please God over other people and yourself because it glorifies him. For me, to serve for Christ is going out into somewhere that doesn't have as much as we do. Particularly, I just came back from Kenya, just showing love and telling the kids about how much Christ loves them. It was life-changing.
I think that serving God can just be being nice to people. Service and serving really means fully evaluating what your spiritual gifts are that God gave you, and then figure out the best way to implement those and to use them to really to bring God's kingdom to fruition here on earth and to do the Lord's work. Even though we have the means to talk to each other more, I think we communicate less and less. And so sometimes just hosting a dinner or a lunch at your house, talking to someone, going to lunch with them, and just being friends with someone is a huge service to people because it really reaches people where they are in a way that sometimes people wouldn't even think to ask for your help.
Financial giving is an integral part. It is an integral expression of our faith. We're called upon not to just to be givers, but to joyfully give. We're called to give our first fruits, not what's left over. If we don't step up and be good stewards of what God has given us, it's like clogging up a conduit. The flow isn't able to come from God through us to other people on this earth. So it's incumbent upon us to give joyfully.
To me, to be committed to Christ means that ultimately I will follow him no matter what, that I will do whatever he asks me, knowing all the while that he is with me and that he will strengthen me to do whatever he asks me to do.
To make sure that I'm living what the Bible says and not what the world says.
I think the ultimate goal in being committed to Christ is that we love God and love other people, and that God will enable me to be able to do that and to do that fully and to grow more and more every day to become more like him as I commit every aspect of my life to him.
I'm Jennifer Kilpatrick, and I want to own my relationship with Christ.
I want to own my relationship with Christ.
My name is Carrie Goad, and I want to own my relationship with Christ.
I'm Natalie Duvall, and I want to own my relationship with Christ.